Rama Rama, Namaste everyone. Welcome you all to session 15 of Samskrita Shri Pathamala 1. Today we'll try to look at some indeclinables. We'll first revise the verbs and then see if we'll have time to finish indeclinables as well. Let us start with Mangala Shlokaha. Shuklam Varadharam Vishnum Shashivarnam Chaturbhujam Prasannavadanam Dhyayet Sarva Vighnopashantaye Gurur Brahma Gurur Vishnu Gurur Devo Maheshwaraha Guru Sakshat Param Brahma Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha Jnananandamayam Devam Nirmalaspatika Kritim Adharam Sarva Vidyanam Hayagrivam Upasmahe Saraswati Namastestu Veena Pustakadharini Hamsavahanamaarudhe Vidyadanam Purushvame. We'll first see today's sukti or the good saying for the day. Udyamena hi siddhyanti karyani na manorathaihi. It means achievement of anything is possible only by hard work and not merely by wishing for it. Udyamena, only by effort or hard work. Hi, only. Siddhyanti, achieved. Karyani, karyani means all the things that we want to achieve. Na manorathaihi, not by wishes. So, and I have a request. So when I go through the list of questions, many times I get a series of requests. Ma'am, please call me, please call me. Please be patient. There are many attendees, so I'm trying to give everybody a chance. So don't fill up the question panel with requests like call me ma'am, because then I'm missing out some important questions. So that's a very humble request from me. So this table we learned a few classes ago. So this has the pronouns in Ekavachana, right? This is the first set of pronouns that we learned, and we learned 3 different shabdas or pronouns for 3 different uses. Etad and idam for referring to things which are close by, and tad for things which are far away. Now, all these 3 pronouns are in which Purusha? Can anybody try to answer that question? You can either type, you can type out your answer in the question box. Yes. I'm asking about Purusha, not Lingam or Vachana. Purusha is the person, that is first person, second person and third. Yes, I'm very happy that many people are giving the correct answer. This is in all, these are all in Prathama Purusha. Why? They do not refer to the speaker, they do not refer to the person who is being spoken to. It refers to someone or something else. So they are all in Prathama Purusha. And they are all singular, but there are 3 different words based on the distance from the speaker. Etad is very close by, idam is reasonably close, and tad is far away or which is invisible. So for each of these shabdas, there are 3 forms in the 3 lingas, and in each linga there are dual and plural forms as well. Now we are not going to learn the dual and plural forms of the etad and idam shabdas. We'll do that a little later. For now, we will only see the pronouns, the pronoun tad, which is that which is far away. And that also in the three different lingams, Pullingam, Strilingam and Napumsakalingam. So this chart, I hope you remember and you have not forgotten. Now, the next set of pronouns that we saw has Uttama Purusha, which is the person who is actually speaking when he is speaking about himself, or when there are two people and they are speaking about themselves, or when there are many and they are speaking about themselves. So in this case, we have Ekavachanam, Dvivachanam and Bahuvachanam of the Uttama Purusha. And the only noun or the pronoun which can appear in the Uttama Purusha, or the subject word which can appear in a sentence with Uttama Purusha, is the Asmad Shabda. So there is no other choice. You can't use any other noun or pronoun there. You can only use Aham, Avam or Vayam, which are the forms of the Asmad Shabda. What about Madhyama Purusha? Madhyama Purusha refers to the person who is being spoken to. So there we have the Yushmat Shabda. That is the only Shabda that will come in the Madhyama Purusha. And this has three forms in the three different lingams, which are Tvam, Yuvam and Yuyam. Next, for the third person, that is Prathama Purusha in Sanskritam or Anya Purusha. Anya Purusha means somebody else. So for that, there are Pullinga, Strilinga and Napumsakalinga forms for the same Tad Shabda, which we already saw, right? In Ekavachanam, we already saw that they are Saha, Sa and Tat. So for Saha, or the Pullinga form, there is also a Dvivachanam and a Bahuvachanam. The Dvivachanam is Tau, Bahuvachanam is Te. Saha, Tau, Te gives the Pullinga forms. Sa, Ekavachanam we already saw. Sa, Te is Dvivachanam. Taha is they all in feminine in Bahuvachanam or plural. So these are the forms for the Strilinga forms of Tad Shabda. Next is the Napumsakalinga, which has Tat, Te and Tani in singular, dual and plural. Okay. So this is the basic difference between the two charts that a doubt was raised by a student by email as to why are there these two sets of pronouns. Why did we learn a set of pronouns in the beginning and now why are we learning a different set? So what is the answer to that? The Sarvanama Shabdas which were given in the first slide, all of them belong to the Prathama Purusha, as many of you had pointed out. Whereas in the second slide, we learned the Sarvanama Shabdas of all the three Purushas, that is Prathama, Madhyama and Uttama. Uttama is I, we and we all. We two and we all. Then here the first set of pronouns that we saw was only in Ekavachanam. That was merely to form small sentences using the nouns that we had learned, because basically we learned the nouns only in the singular form in the beginning. The names of different things and persons we learned, and only the singular forms we learned. We'll be learning the dual and plural forms in a short while from now. Then those pronouns were also demonstrative in nature. That is, they indicate the distance of the person or thing being spoken about from the speaker. So these are the differences between the two slides. I hope the difference is clear now and you have no confusion. We will be seeing the Etad and Idam Shabda a little later, but for now we will only be dealing with the Tad Shabda, because too many words you will get confused now. We will not go into all that right now. Now let us check the homework that was given in the last class. Okay, I think there's a problem with the slide. Dvivachanam was. Oh, V2 is given. Okay. So who wants to answer? Can please raise your hands. Lakshmi Raghavan, do you want to try?
Ram Ram, Namaste madam.
Ram Ram, Namaste. So the first one is we all read.
Vayam patamaha.
Very good. Vayam patamaha. Next is you all read.
Yuyam pathatha.
Pathatha. Very good. Yuyam pathatha. He goes.
Saha gacchati.
Very good. Saha gacchati. Next is you go. So here we have the singular form.
Yeah. Tvam gacchasi.
Tvam gacchasi. Excellent. Dhanyavadah. Bhagini.
Thank you. Dhanyawad.
Prithvi. Prithvi.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Yeah. Ram.
Ram Ram, ma'am.
Oh, I think there is a difference in. Okay. They all write.
They are taha likanti.
Here I have given they because I am assuming a masculine gender. If you assume Strilingam, it will be ta. If it is Napumsakalingam, what will it be?
Tani, ma'am.
Tani. Very good.
Yeah.
Tani likhanti. These are all plural forms, and likhanti is the plural form in Prathama Purusha.
Yeah.
So irrespective of the gender, it will still be likhanti. Very good. Next is you all give.
Yuyam pachatha. Yuyam yachatha.
Yuyam
Yachatha.
yachatha. Very good. We both play.
Play. Avam kridavaha.
Kridavaha. Very good. Excellent. We both play. Avam kridavaha. They both see.
Tau arte pashyataha.
If it is Pullingam, it is tau.
Tau.
If it is Strilingam,
Te.
they. And if it is Napumsakalingam,
Tani.
no, it will still be they.
Yeah. Te. Yeah. Sorry. Te.
No problem. See, if it is Napumsakalingam, it will be tat for singular, te for dual, and tani for plural. Very
Plural.
good. Excellent. Dhanyavadaha.
Thank you.
Next is Shailaja Ji. Do you want to try?
Ram Ram Ram.
9.2. Ram Ram. Namaste.
Aham vadami. I speak.
Good. I speak.
Sa vadati. She speaks.
She speaks.
Tau vadataha. They both speak.
Okay. Which lingam is this then?
Pullinga. Because it is
Pulling.
vadataha.
So from Vadatah, we know it is dual, and we also know it is Prathama Purusha.
Yeah.
And Tau indicates that it is the dual of the Pullinga form of Tad Shabdaha. Very good. Next is
Te vadanti.
good.
They all speak.
Why did you say they all? They can also be dual, right?
Because it is in vadanti, it is all.
Very good. Vadanti shows that it is a
Bahu.
plural form. So the plural form te appears only in which lingam?
All the te, yeah, pullinga.
Pulling. Only Pullingam has te in the plural form.
Yes.
The Strilingam and Napumsakalingam have te in the dual form. So that is a difference that you have to notice. So they all speak in Pullingam. Next is Tau Gachatha.
They both go.
Very good. They do or they both go.
Go.
Ava Yachava.
Yachavaha. We both give.
Excellent. We do or we both give. Uttama. Dhanyavadaha Bhagini. Next, Nirmala Krishnan.
Namaste. Ram Ram Ram.
Namaste. Taha Namati.
She from Strilingam, they all salute.
Strilingam, they all salute. Very good. Tani
Gachanti. It, they all go. Napumsakalingam.
Yes, neuter gender, Napumsakalinga, they go. They all go. Very good. Tvam likhasi.
You write.
You write. Singular form, Tvam likhasi. Which shabda is Tvam?
Tvam is
Tvam is Yushmat Shabda. Yushmat Shabda has three forms in singular, dual, and plural, and they are Tvam. Which is the dual form?
Tvam, Yuvam, Yuyam.
Correct. Very good. Tvam, Yuvam, and Yuyam. Very good. Next is Vayam Kridamaha.
We all play.
We all play or we play. Next is Te Padhanti.
This is, they all read.
Very good. Which lingam is Te?
Pullinga.
Pullinga. Why?
It is te is coming.
Te is in which vachana?
Prathama.
The vachanam here is Prathama Purushaha, Bahuvachanam of
Bakuvachan.
Very good. So it is Te Padhanti. Excellent. They read in the Pullinga form. Okay. Tvam Pashyasi.
You see.
You see in singular. This is also the Yushmat Shabdaha. Vayam is Asmad Shabdaha. Aham, Avam, Vayam. Tvam, Yuvam, Yuyam is Yushmat Shabdaha. Uttama. Dhanyavadaha Bhagini. Now, for 9.3 homework, the requirement was to write some 20 forms of sentences using different combinations of verbs. So the 9th lesson had only 6 verbs which were introduced, but we saw more verbs than that because we also combined the verbs from the 10th lesson. So we saw in all 20 verbs, but the forms are all very, very similar. So there are 15 forms or 15 sentences that you can form with each verb. How? the Prathama Purusha of Tat Shabda is taken, which has the three forms Saha, Sa, Tat in Ekavachanam, Tau, Te in Dvivachanam, and Te, Taha, Tani in Bahuvachanam. So Saha, Tau, Te for Pullingam, Sa, Te, Taha for Strilingam, Tat, Te, Tani for Napumsakalingam. All these things are in Prathama Purusha or Anya Purusha, and the verb forms are the same. In Ekavachanam it is Namati, Dvivachanam it is Namataha, and Bahuvachanam it is Namanti. So here itself you get 9 different sentences with each combination. Saha Namati, Sa Namati, Tat Namati, and so on. Next, for Madhyama Purusha, there is only one Shabda and there is no Linga Bheda. Whether it is Pullingam, Strilingam or Napumsakalingam, it is only Yushmat Shabda, Tvam, Yuvam, Yuyam. You cannot make out the Lingam from this sentence. Next, Uttama Purusha, again, Asmat Shabda is only used, Aham, Avam, Vayam. So these two rows gives 6 sentences each. So totally you get 15 sentences with just one verb. And all these things are in which lakara? Lat lakaraha. Lat lakaraha means present tense, which means the whatever is happening at present. So like this, you are required to form 20 sentences, that's all, because you will get for each verb 15 multiplied by 6 verbs that you learned, you will get the possible combinations are 90, out of which you can select any 20 and write them out. So I hope you have done that well. So we'll move on to the next thing. Before that, I'll see if there are any questions regarding the homework. Are Napumsakalinga and Klilinga, Klivalinga the same? Yes, Kliva is also a word that is used to refer to neuter gender, but we normally don't use it very frequently. Somebody has answered. So I think everything is clear till now. We'll revise the verbs and their forms quickly. We'll also revise the 20 verbs that we learned. That is the meanings of the 20 verbs, and then move on to today's lesson. Quickly let us revise. Kriya Padam. So one of you can read out the forms. Vidya Subramanya.
Ma'am.
Ram. Namaste. Can you read the forms? For
yes,
Namati, Lat Lakaraha, Nam to salute. Yes.
Nam to salute. Prathama Purushaha Ekavachanam Namati, Dvivachanam Namataha, Bahuvachanam Namanti. Madhyama Purushaha Ekavachanam Namasi, Dvivachanam Namataha, Bahuvachanam Namatha. Uttama Purushaha Ekavachanam Namami, Dvivachanam Namavaha, Bahuvachanam Namamaha.
Uttam. Dhanyavad.
Dhanyavad.
Okay. Now we'll read the verbs that we read in the last class. That will be a revision of the verb meanings as well. Malini Sundararaman. Malini Sundararaman, do you want to read?
Namaste, Bhagini. Ram.
Ram. Namaste. So, Pathati, what is the meaning?
To read.
He or she or it reads. Pathat is to read. That is the dhatu. Whereas Pathati is the form in Lat Lakaraha, Prathama Purushaha, Ekavachanam. Which is, you add the ending ti. You remember the endings, right? Ti, daha, ti. Okay. So this is Prathama Purusha, Ekavachanam forms we normally use to refer to the different Kriya Padani. So like that, we'll just learn the Prathama Purusha Ekavachana forms, then we know the rest of the forms by adding the correct endings, right? Next is Pashyati.
Pashyati. Pashyati is to sees.
Very. Pashyati, sees. Yes. He sees or she sees or it sees. Oh, Gachati,
Gachati goes. He or she
goes.
goes.
Very good. Agachati.
Agachati is comes.
Very good. Comes. Yachati,
Yachati is to gives.
gives. Vasati,
Vasati is resides.
excellent. Resides. Dhanyavadaha. Okay. Gauri Ramamurthy Bhagini, do you want to read? The next set of verbs. Bhavati.
Bhavati is. Namaste Ram is.
Hasati.
Smiles, laughs, laughs.
Laughs. Yes. Asti.
Asti is.
Very good. Vikasati.
Blooms. Vikasati blooms.
Excellent. Blooms. Upavishati.
Upavishati sits.
Sits. Patati.
Patati falls.
Very good. Uttama. Dhanyavadaha Bhagini.
Dhanyawad.
Shanchan. Shanchan. Sorry. Now you can try. Rama Rama.
Ram Ram.
Rama. Namaste. The first is Kridati.
Plays. Play.
Very
She-
good. Plays. Dhavati.
Dhavati jumps.
Runs. Dhavati
Runs.
is runs.
Okay, run. Okay. Dhavati.
Nayati.
Nayati leads.
Very
Lead.
good.
L-E-A-D.
Leads.
Leads.
Yes. So to take or to lead is Nayati. Anayati.
Nayati come. No. No.
So it's the opposite of leads.
Nayati.
So,
Okay.
takes and brings. So
Takes,
Anayati. So when there is Gachati, it means goes. Agachati is comes.
Gachati means comes.
Similarly, Nayati is leads or takes away. Anayati is brings.
Brings.
Yes.
Charati
Charati,
graces. Goes around grace.
very good. Graces, goes around. Karoti,
Does.
does.
O-E-S,
Very,
does.
very. Uttamam Bhagini. Dhanyavadaha.
Dhanyavadah.
So that was for the verbs that we did in the last class. Now we'll see some question pronouns. We already saw the Kim Shabda in Ekavachanam alone in the previous classes. When we learned the pronouns, we also learned a Kim Shabda, which means which or what or who, right? We learned only the Ekavachanam form. What are the Ekavachanam forms in the three lingams? Pullingam, it is Kaha. Strilingam, it is Ka. And Napunsakalingam, it is Kim. Now, we are also going to see the Dvivachanam and Bahuvachanam of the Kim Shabda. What are they? Kaha, Kau, and Ke. This is for Pullingam. Kaha is like saha, kau is like tau, and ke is like te. So similar to saha, tau, te, in Pullinga we have kaha, kau, and ke. In Strilingam we have ka, ke, kaha. Ka, ke, kaha. This is for Strilingam. In Napunsakalingam we have kim, ke, kani. Just like tat, te, tani, we have kim, ke, kani for Napumsakalingam. So I'll repeat it. Pullingam, kaha, kau, ke. Strilingam, ka, ke, kaha. Napumsakalingam, kim, ke, kani. So somebody can read this a couple of times and then we can move on to the next one. Bhargavi A. Ramaram. Ramaram, namaste.
Hari Om.
Hari Om, please read this. Pullingam,
Pullingam kaha kau ke. Strilingam ka ke kaha. Napunsakalingam kim ke kani.
Uttam, Bahu Uttam. Dhanyavadaha. Hari Om.
Dhanyavadaha.
Mahadevan Shivaraman Mahodaya.
नमस्ते भगिनी
Ram Ram. Namaste.
मकारान्त किं शब्दः पुल्लिङ्गं
Yes.
कः कौ के स्त्रीलिङ्गं
Yes.
का के काः नपुंसकलिङ्गं किं के कानि.
Uttama Mahodaya. Dhanyavadaha. So we have kaha kau ke, ka ke kaha, kim ke kani. Just like saha tau te, sa te taha, and tat te tani. Obviously, these are all for which Purusha? All are for Prathama Purusha. Because we know that the only noun or pronoun which is used for Uttama Purusha and Madhyama Purusha are respectively Asmad and Yushmad Shabdas. Now, we will see some indeclinables. Indeclinables are those words, as I had already mentioned to you, which do not change with the different genders or different lingams. They remain the same in all sentences. They're used only in one form. There are no different forms and there are no variations. The first one that we are seeing is cha, just the chakara with akara, cha, ch plus a cha. It means and. So it's a conjunction. What is the sentence we have here? Rama Sita cha dhavatah. Okay. So this is an example of a sentence. Now I would like you to write in your notebooks the meaning of this sentence. Rama Sita cha dhavatah. So somebody who knows the answer, if you can type out your answer in the question panel, we can see how many of you can answer it before we proceed to the next one. I want the translation in English for the sentence Rama Sita cha dhavatah. Rama and Sita run. Yes, I'm getting many answers. Very good. So we will see if somebody can try to read the other sentences so that there is some interaction. Vipin Mahodaya. Vipin Mahodaya. Okay, I'm sorry, I'm not able to hear you. Gauri Ramamurthy Mahodaya. Yes, Ramara. Can you hear me? Ram. Api. So first read this. Api. Api
Api.
means
Also. Also.
yes. Yes. So what is the
Ramah.
sentence?
Ramah api padati. Rama also
Yes.
reading.
Yes. Padhati is read. Rama also reads. What does
Reads.
this mean? Many people are reading. Rama is also reading. So please write in your notebook the English translation of the sentence that is given at the extreme right. Next, Param. Can you read the full thing? Param.
Param. Parantu. Kintu.
There are three words. Param, Parantu and Kintu. What are these three words? They mean,
But.
they all mean but. But is also a conjunction. And
Parantu. Krishnaha likati. But
yes,
Krishna writes.
yes. So everyone else is reading, but Krishna is writing. So Parantu Krishna likhati. Next is, what is this? Can you read?
Prayaha.
Very good. Prayaha. Prayaha means mostly. So the sentence is,
Prayaha chatraha api gachanti.
yes,
Mostly students also going.
very good. Mostly students are also going. So we are talking about something. We know that a few people are going. Mostly they are also students. So students are also going. Then va. What is this? Athava. Va or athava both mean or. And the sentence is Ramaha
Ramaha Krishnaha va agachati.
okay.
Rama or Krishna coming. Comes.
Yes. Comes. Rama or Krishna comes. So we are not sure who is coming. It is either Rama or Krishna. So that is the meaning of this sentence. Next is na. It means not.
Not. Balaha na kridati. Boy is not playing.
Very good. The boy is not playing. Excellent. Dhanyavadaha, Bhagini.
Dhanyavadaha, Ram Ram.
Ram Ram. Sujata Bhatt. Sujata Bhatt Mahodaya, Bhagini. You're self-muted. Please unmute yourself.
Yes.
Ram Ram.
Ram
I'll
Ram.
give you the next set of indeclinables. So in this we saw cha, api, param, parantu, kintu, prayaha, va, athava and na. We'll come back to this again. We'll revise this before doing an exercise. We'll first see all the avyayams and the sentences and then we'll do a quick revision. This avyayam is
Iva.
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 It means
Like. Iva like.
yes.
Ramaha chatraha iva patati.
Yes.
So Rama students like, okay, the patati is to read.
Yes.
So the students like, wait, Ramaha chatraha iva patati. So chatra is students. The
Let me just
students
explain
like
this word like to you. Here it does not liking somebody. It means similar to. So like a student, Rama is reading. Rama is reading like a student.
Okay, okay.
So Iva means something similar to or like this, like that. Okay. Yeah. Next is Eva.
Eva.
Yes. It means
Only. Eva. Only.
very good.
Ramaha eva patati. So only Rama is reading.
Very good. Rama only reads. Ramaha
Rama
eva
only
patati means only Rama is reading.
Reading.
Ramaha patati eva means Rama is only reading. So there is a difference in meaning. So here it means only Rama is reading. Very good. Next
Only,
is
yes. Punaha.
what?
Again. Punaha.
Punaha.
Again. Again. Ramaha punaha patati. Rama is reading again.
Very good. Rama punaha patati. He is reading
Punaha
again.
patati. Ataha. Ataha.
Yes.
Ataha. Okay. Therefore, so, not, because. Okay. Ataha,
In the
not
textbook-
because.
Sorry. In the textbook, it is given because. That is not the correct meaning of ataha. Ataha means therefore or so. So you have already given the cause of something and you're going to give the result now. So in that case, you use ataha.
Okay.
Because
okay.
of this, this has happened. So something happened, so or therefore this is happening. In that case, we use ataha. Now read this sentence, it will be clear to you. Ramaha.
Ramaha patati ataha saha na gachati.
Yes.
So, patati Ramaha ataha saha na gachati.
You go word by word. Rama.
Rama, patati is reading. Ataha,
Reads.
Rama reads. Therefore, so he
Yes.
he is gachati. No, he is going. Gachati.
Saha.
Na
gachati.
is
Na is not. He does not go because he is reading. He is still reading, so he is not going.
Okay, okay.
Ramaha
Ramaha
patati.
patati. Ataha saha na gachati.
Na means not.
Not.
Saha na gachati. Saha is he. Gachati is go. So he is not
Yes.
going. The reason is because he is reading. So the
Reading.
cause is
Okay.
already given, and your the second part of the sentence explains the result. The result is
Right.
that Rama is not going. Okay.
Yes. Okay.
Yataha.
Yataha.
Here it means because.
Ramaha na gachati yataha saha patati. So it's the same thing. He is not going because he is reading.
That's true. It's the same sentence, but the order is reversed. We have
Yes.
given the cause first and the result next. Rama, no, we have given the result first and the cause next. Rama
Right,
is
right.
not going. We know that Rama is not going. Why? Because he is reading.
He is reading.
That is yataha. Good. Ataha eva. Ataha eva means only for that reason.
Okay. Eva is only, ataha is therefore. So only for that reason.
Correct. Therefore
Ramaha.
only. You can.
Ha. Ramaha patati ataha eva saha na gachati. So the only reason why he is not going is because he is reading. Rama. Rama is reading.
patati.
Yes.
Very good. Ramaha patati. Ataha eva saha na gachati. There is no other reason why he is not going. The only reason is that he is still reading. Uttamam bhagini. Dhanyavadaha.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Dhanyavad.
Now the next set of words, atra and tatra, here and there. Chandra S. Mahodaya, Chandra S. Yourself muted.
Ram.
Ram. Namaste.
Atra.
Yes.
Atraha,
Can you read this?
tatra.
There is no
Atraha.
visarga. So you should just say atra, tatra. That's all.
Atra, tatra.
Yes. Atra means here. Tatra means there. A indicates close. Ta indicates far away. You can remember like that. Atra is nearby. Tatra is far away. Okay.
Narayanah.
Yes.
Atra asti. Asti. Tatra api asti. Narayanan is here.
Yes.
He is also there.
Very good. Narayana is here as well as there.
He is
Api
there
is also. Yes. Narayana is here. Narayana is also there. Next word is, can you read this?
Sarvatra.
Very good. Sarvatra means
Everywhere.
everywhere.
Narayanah sarvatra asti. Narayanan is everywhere.
Very good. So in the first sentence we said Narayana is here, Narayana is there. Next we are saying Narayana is everywhere. So Atra Asti is here. He is here. Tatra Asti, he is there. Sarvatra Asti is he is everywhere. Uttam. Next is
Ataha.
this is Dha. That is the
Ataha.
Mahaprana Chaturtha Varna of the Tha Varga. Dha.
Adaha.
Adha means below or down. The sentence is
Phalam adaha patasti.
yes.
Fruit falls down.
Yes.
Upari.
Upari. Upari means above or up. Yes, it is the opposite of adhaha. Adhaha means below or down. Upari means above or up.
Kagaha upari gachati. Bird
Very
flies above. No,
gachati is goes. We do not know the verb for flies yet. So we are just using the verb that we know. So the bird goes up. Upari gachati. Upari is above. Next is prish. Can you read this?
Prishtataha. No, Prishtataha.
Correct. Prishtataha. Prishtataha means
behind. Prishtataha.
behind.
Mama Prishtataha griham asti.
Yes. Mama, I'll explain the word mama. Mama is mine. Because you have not seen this before, I've marked it in red. So, my to my.
My house is behind.
Very good. Mama Prishtataha, which means behind me. So, when Prishtataha comes, you say my or your or behind you or behind me. Mama Prishtataha griham asti. Griham is house. Asti is his. So, the house is behind me. Purataha.
Purataha.
Yes. Purataha means in front of. So this is the opposite of Prishtataha. Prishtataha and Purataha are opposites. Adhaha and Upari are opposites. Okay. The sentence is
Mama Purataha मार्ग अस्ति
मार्गः अस्ति.
path is in front
Margah
of me.
means
In
sorry?
front of me is the path.
Path, yes. So there is a road in front of me. So in front of me there is a road. Behind me is the house. So you are standing facing the road. So mama puratah margah asti. Uttamam bhagini. Dhanyavadah.
धन्यवाद धन्यवाद.
Anusha 29.
Ram Ram, Namaste.
Ram Ram. Namaste. The first one, can you read?
Adhuna Idani.
Very good. Means?
It means now.
Yes.
Ramah Adhuna or Idanim Pathati. Rama is reading now.
Yes. Both Adhuna and Idanim means now. So Rama is reading now.
Sadyah at once. Krishna Sadyah Vadati. Krishna
Yes.
speaks
So when
at once.
Yes. So when somebody asks a question, Krishna has a ready reply. Sadyah vadati. Immediately he replies.
Tatah or atha. Then tatah kim bhavati.
Yes. This is a question.
Kim bhavati.
Kim is, what is Kim?
What?
I'm sorry, there is a mistake here. I have written Kimam. It should be Kim. Okay. I'll correct that. Tatah kim bhavati. Kim, what happens after that is the question.
Okay.
Bhavati is. So what is it after that? Tatah kim bhavati. After that, what is it?
Okay.
Chiram.
Chiram. For long. Ramah Chiram Patati. Ramah reads for long.
Yes. So Rama reads for a long time. So he's been reading for a long time and he's continuing to read. So Rama Chiram Padhati.
Tada. At that time.
Yes.
Ramah Tada Apathat. At that
Yes.
particular time, Rama does not read.
So this akara does not mean the opposite of padhati. It is a past tense word which you have not seen so far. So that's why I have marked it in red. Ramah tada apathat. He read at that time. So
Okay.
at that time he was reading apathat. Ramah tada. Just because tada was sometime in the past or some distant time. So you cannot use the present tense. So I had to use some other tense. Apathat. He read. The past tense form we will see later.
So Rama read at that time.
Right. Tada.
Tada or Sarvada. Always.
Always.
Ramah Tada or Sarvada Patati. Rama reads. Always Rama reads. Like Rama keeps on reading.
Correct. Yes. Rama always reads. Uttamam bhagini. Dhanyavadah.
Dhanyavadah.
So these are all avyayas of time. The previous one, we saw atra, tatra, all these indeclinables or avyayas are those which indicate place. Above, below, prishthatah, puratah, that is behind, in front of, all these indicate place. And the set that we saw just now, like adhuna, Sadhyaha, at once, Tataha, all these indicate time. So another set of Abhyaya Padani which indicate time are given. Jayam Iyer Mahodaya, do you want to read?
Ram Ram.
Ram Ram, namaste. The first one is
Prataha, in
yes.
the morning.
Yes.
Prataha Padmam Vikasati. In the morning,
Yes.
lotus blooms.
Very good. Padmam Vikasati. But this Makara should not come. It should have the Anuswara because a consonant is following. Vakara is following, right? So I will correct that. It is a mistake. Padmam should have a Anuswara or a dot above the Ma. Okay. Next is
Sayam. In the evening. Sayam Vayam Kridamaha. In the evening, we play. We all play.
yes, excellent. We all play in the evening. So Sayam itself has all the three words in the evening. So you don't have to use separately words for in and the. It already means in the evening. Similarly, Prataha means in the morning. Sayam Prataha means
Sayam Prataha, in the morning and evening.
yes, both in the morning and in the evening.
Ramaha Sayam Prataha Patati. Rama reads morning and in the evening.
Very good. He reads both in the morning and evening. So you would have all heard Dinaya, Minyau, Sayam, Prataha, right? In Bhajagovindam. So it means both in the morning and in the evening. Next, Adya.
Adya, today. Ramaha Adya Patati. Rama reads today.
Yes.
Shwaha, tomorrow.
Yes.
Shwaha Budhavasaraha. Tomorrow is Wednesday.
Yes. So this is a word that we have not seen so far. Budhavasaraha is Wednesday. Hyaha.
Hyaha, yesterday. Hyaha Somavasaraha. Yesterday was Monday.
Very good. Somavasaraha means Monday. Uttama. Dhanyavadaha.
Dhanyavad.
Now we will see some Avyaya Padas which are question words. Prasad Shankar Mahodaya. Prasad Shankar Mahodaya, do you want to read? Yourself muted? Yes.
Yes, miss.
Yes.
Ram
Can you
Ram.
read this? Ram Ram.
Kada.
Kada. Kada.
Kada means?
When.
Yes.
Rama. Kada. Likati.
Very good. Ramaha kada likhati. What does it mean?
Rama, when will you? Rama.
You're not addressing Rama. We are just talking about Rama. We are saying Ramaha kada likhati. We are asking a question. When Rama is writing? Okay. Next is Putra.
Putra.
Means?
Where.
Where? Yes.
Where. Rama, Kutra, Satya, Vasati.
Vasati. What is Vasati?
Vasati.
Vasati is to reside. Where is Rama residing, or where does Rama reside is the question. Putra is where. Next is
Katham.
yes. Katham. Katham means
How?
yes.
Rama
Katham.
Katham
Very good. Very good.
Kritati. When will
Kridati.
you be crowned?
The question is how? Ramaha Katham Kridati. Katham is how. How does Rama play is the question. Did you understand that?
Yes, miss.
So Ramaha Katham Kridati means how does he play? Kutaha.
Kutaha. Why or from where?
It can either mean why or it can mean from where.
Krishna.
Correct. Krishna.
Krita agachadi.
Krishna Kutaha agachadi. So we have this word Kutaha.
Where are you coming from?
Where is Krishna?
Very good. Where are you? Where is Krishna coming from? We are not addressing the question to Krishna. We are asking a question about Krishna. What are we asking? Krishna Kutaha agachati. Where is he coming from? Or we can also interpret it as why is Krishna coming? Because it means both why or from where. In both contexts, we use only Kutaha. Is it clear?
Yes, miss.
Okay. Next is
Kimatim.
There is a rekha on top. Kimartham.
Kimatam.
Kimartham. Kim artham. You have joined it to say Kimartham. Yes. It means
Kimartham.
yes.
Why?
Yes.
Kimartham vadami. Kimartham vadami.
Okay. What does it mean? Vad means vadati.
What?
Vadati is to
Why you speak?
Vadami. In which Purusha does vadami come?
Neuter.
No, that is the lingam. In Kriya Padam, lingam is not important. Only the Purusha and Vachanam. Only these two are important. So, Aham vadami, isn't it? So, Kimartham vadami indicates Aham kimartham vadami. Why am I talking? Is it clear?
Why?
The word aham is understood. Why am I talking? Vadami refers to me. Okay. Next is, can you read this?
Kimiti.
Very good. Kimiti. Kimiti means for what?
For what? Rama Jachati.
Rama gachati. Yes. Rama goes. Kimiti. For what? What is he going for? Is what we are asking.
What is he going for? Question.
It is a question. Very good. Uttam. Dhanyavadaha.
Dhanyavadaha. Ram.
Ram. So, I think the time is already up. We will do a revision of all the indeclinables in the next class, and then we will take up the exercise, because now you have just learned so many new words. You please read all these words at home, revise the words along with the meaning, the correct spellings, and we will do the indeclinable section again in the beginning of the next class. So the homework will be to learn all the indeclinable words with the proper spelling and meanings, and try to read lesson number 11 and understand the meaning of sentences, because the sentences that are there are very similar to the sentences that we saw along with the indeclinable. So for each indeclinable we saw a sentence, right? So very similar sentences are found in lesson 11. The meanings are also given in that, so please read them to stabilize the understanding of the different indeclinables that we learned today. So we'll stop there. I will see if there are any questions. Yes, there is a question. Present and present continuous are interchangeable? Question mark. Yes, in Sanskritam, we don't differentiate between present and present continuous. Pathati both means he is reading and he reads. They are both the same. There is a special pratyaya or a special form of the verb which is used to indicate an action which is continuing. We will see that later, but for now you can interchangeably use the present tense and the present continuous tense. That's a good question. Okay, most of the other things are Tatah kim bhavati means then what happens, right? Yes, it is correct. Tatah kim bhavati or atha kim bhavati both means then what happens. Rama is reading always, okay. Okay, don't we say there is a road in front of me and a house behind me instead of the house is behind me? You can say both. Behind me is the house, in front of me is the road. You can say that. Kimartham means for what purpose? Yes, it means for what purpose? For what? Generally for what? Yes, somebody else also has the same doubt. Goes is present tense. Going is also present continuous. Do they mean the same? Yes, both are gachati only. In Sanskritam, the lat lakaraha is used for both the simple present and the present continuous. Prayah means probably. Yes, mostly or probably. When there is a doubt or when we are guessing something, we use prayah. Today we learned the question pronouns. Are they the tad shabda? No, they are not the kim shabda either. We saw the various forms of kim shabda in the beginning of the class, where in Pullingam it is kaha kauge, Strilingam it is ka ke kaha, Napunsakalingam it is kim ke kani. Those were the variations of the kim shabda. But the tad shabda has saha, taute, etc. Right? We know that. So that is not a question pronoun. So it is a tad shabda used to refer to things which are far away. The other question pronouns that we saw, or the indeclinables that we saw, like putra, kada, kimartham, kutaha, all these things are, they don't have a shabda as such. They are called indeclinables. They are avyaya padani. That's why they are given under indeclinables. Does kimartham also mean for what reason? Yes, for what purpose or for what reason. So based on the context, you can interpret it appropriately. It means why in a different way. It basically means why, for what purpose, for what reason. So those were the questions. We read the Shanti Mantra and stop there. Does somebody want to read the Shanti Mantra? Lakshmi T.S.
Namaste, ma'am.
Ram Ram. Namaste. Can you read the Shanti Mantra?
Yeah, ma'am. Om Sarve Bhavantu Sukhinah Sarve Santu Niramayah Sarve Bhadrani Pashyantu Ma Kaschid Dukkha Bhavet Om Shanti Shanti Shanti.
Dhanyavadaha.
Dhanyavadaha.
Shubharatri. Punarmilamah.